Hey guys, this is KaffeineGaming and welcome back to Persona. Last time we got to the final battle against Pandora and we're going to be taking care of that today. So let's go ahead and get started. So we really don't know too much about Pandora here. If you look at her, she is a deity, but we don't know anything about her. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your guns against her. I don't think she's really weak to much here. And Mark can't hit her with a gun, so I'm just going to use a nuclear and see how much damage I do. But the guns are going to be the best bet for what you're going to want to do here. Pandora's got a couple different attacks that she can use against you. There's a few bad ones that can paralyze you. There's an ice one that can freeze you. But for the most part, she's not going to be too bad here. But we do want to get rid of that paralysis if we can. And actually, using an item is going to be the best way to go here. So I'm just going to use a Dispara on our main character. We want to get rid of that paralysis. Generally, paralysis will wear off. But I don't really want to risk having that on us for right now. Actually, one of the worst things about this battle is the fact that you're going to be using guns and your weapons attacks far more than your persona. So if you haven't been getting better weapons, well, sorry to disappoint. So far, so good. Let's get that paralysis off of Maki before anything else happens. There's the ice attack. That's one of the reasons why you do not want to have a persona weak to ice. I mentioned this before coming into this battle, but having a group of personas that are not weak to ice, nullify ice, or just generally resistant against elements would be really good for this battle. I think she can also stone you, but that happens pretty rarely, so if you have any disc stones on you, that's really good to have. I don't think stone wears off on its own, if I remember correctly. It's very disappointing that Mark can't use his gun, but it's fine. Maki's doing almost 300 points of damage with her shot, or with her handgun. That is fantastic, actually. Almost 300, that's so amazing. 300 points of damage is great. So we're just going to be continuing on this. This battle should not take all that long. In fact, if it takes very long, it's probably because you haven't upgraded your weapons at all. Okay, as you can see, that attack there is the one that can paralyze your entire party. It's actually a pain. We got 3 people on that one, so we want to get that off of at least 2 of them as quickly as we possibly can. Get that off of Maki and Reiji. And let's go ahead and have our main character go back to shooting and have Maki go ahead and get that. Oh, no, actually, she's going to be doing 300 points of damage. Let's go ahead and have Mark get that off of Nanjo. That ice attack can also freeze you. Of course, I think all ice attacks can get the frozen status on you, which means you can't do anything and you're actually weaker at that point. Mark's a great healer to have at this point. Another one of those. So luckily that time it didn't paralyze us. We can heal up using Mark. Mark is a great healer in this case. And just keep on attacking her until she's down. There it is. Damn, man. It's beautiful. Why won't you give up? Please, give up, please. Okay, so we've entered into phase 2, probably one of my favorite phases. There's a bunch of things to talk about here, so I'm just gonna get a sonic boom to shake my house. I'm just gonna start talking about what we need to do here. Wow, that literally shook the house. So there's 2 phases to her second phase. This first phase, we're gonna wanna use weapon attacks. That's what she's weak to. She's really not weak to anything else. And I'm gonna be turning off the skip occasionally, trying to show off some of her attacks as she does them. So she's currently pink-haired, and her pink-haired form has a lot of magical attacks. She is weak to weapons, and she will absorb any other attacks. So she's got that nasty ice attack that she just did, and she's got that physical attack that's called Wing Flap. That ice attack, if you are weak to ice, will knock you out. Just one hit you, not even gonna blink at you. So you wanna be careful with that, and you wanna avoid using any of your elemental attacks. Now, one thing here, she's got an attack that I would really like to show off that will hit your entire party and can do some nasty damage to you, and she has a tendency to use it a lot. So let's just keep watching the battle until she eventually changes and does something. Yeah, I can't figure out what that one attack that she's using on you is. It doesn't seem to be showing up, so I don't know if it like lowers your attack or something, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything really. Maki's gun is okay here, but unfortunately she's going to be more of a healer in the case of this battle, so that's also fine. I'm really waiting for her to attack. Oh, other thing to note here, she can attack twice per round and will attack twice per round here on out, which can make this battle a little harder if you are not prepared for it. As you can see, main character got frozen by that attack. Luckily, frozen wears off after one round, so not too worried about it. And he should be fine. It also wears off if you get hit with a fire attack, which I believe she has something that's actually fire. Stop. This is actually great for Nanjo because he absorbs elements, and that ice attack will keep him alive pretty much the entire time. As long as she doesn't go absolutely crazy. Yeah, I am turning on and off the skip hoping that she will actually use the attack here, but she's being kind of a brat about it and just using physical attacks. Ah, good. She's changing her hair color to blue, so she is in phase 2. Well, not phase 2, but option 2. This phase, or this option, this blue-hairedness probably won't last very long, but essentially she is now weak to elemental attacks and magic attacks, and strong against physical attacks. Now, she won't stay in this mode for very long. In fact, she's rarely in this mode for more than like a round at a time. The problem with this is she's probably going to switch back, and anybody that you have using magical attacks will probably heal her when she switches back, which is a real pain. In this mode, she can see, like, she's changed right there. She'll put debuffs on you generally, or various ailments, but she rarely stays in it long enough to actually do any damage to you. It's actually kind of a pain. So at this point, she's just gonna continue doing the same things, and we're just gonna watch while we do this. And she's gonna switch back to her other mode and see if she actually does anything interesting in this mode. One of the things you can do is if she does switch to this mode, just to continue using weapons attacks, you could switch and use magical attacks, but because she tends to switch back so quickly, you are almost likely to heal her, like guaranteed to heal her. And yeah, just like that, and now Nanjo's gonna heal her again. So definitely not really worth it. Like pretty much just negated all of the damage we did against her. So what I would suggest doing is just stick with the physical attacks, even when she's in the blue form, and not even worry about it. That kind of negates the whole point of even having Persona on you. Oh, and she's using Symphony of Lament here. That inflicts guilt status if you've got higher than 0, so it's just have like little guilt symbol. If you have more than that, the character can no longer attack, shoot, or use skills. I think they won't even use items. Double check and make sure that's the case and just see what we can do. But I think they just stand there and look stupid, so they might want to have them guard if they've got that guilt status on there. She can definitely stack that, which is infuriating. Now, of course she's gonna do that, so we're gonna heal her. About 94. But the guild status goes away pretty quickly. I think you can get rid of it using an ailment remover, but honestly, Maki's not doing a ton of damage anyway because she's too close to get her bow off. So really Maki's here in this battle for healing. Another ice attack. I'm not sure what that one does. Not reflected, so it doesn't even matter. I don't think Pandora is weak to any sort of debuff or like ailment. You can get debuffs on her, but really not worth it as far as I'm concerned. You're best just to go all out. If you can maybe get a defense lowering, that might be helpful, but honestly, who cares? Now that she doesn't have anything next to her little cross symbol, she can use her skills again. So we'll go ahead and heal up our party there. Again, Symphony of Lament, but luckily it missed. Now, one thing to note about this battle, if you are not leveled up and do not have good weapons on you, this could be a very, very long battle. So make sure you have done at least a little bit of leveling and made sure to keep your items up. Now there is one more attack that I would love to show off if she will actually do it. It's actually one of the few things that can make this battle continuously go longer, simply because it's a pain, but she's not currently using it, so that's not a bad thing. If you don't get hit with it, then you've gotten really lucky. Generally, she starts using it almost right off the bat. Oh, she charmed Maki. Of course she did. What a pain. Maki's gonna turn on somebody, but that should be okay. 9 points to mark. Okay, that's fine. If you would, please use the attack that I want you to use. We're actually doing reasonable damage against her. We're doing a couple hundred of hit points, pretty much per person actually. As you can see, like the main character and stuff are getting 3 or 4 hits off. Yeah, Nanjo there just got a 300 point damage, which is good. She has a couple thousand hit points worth of hit points, but I'm not entirely sure what the exact amount is. Actually, I haven't been able to find the exact amount online. A lot of the boss stats and stuff just aren't available, which is fine. All you need to know is if you're doing really low amounts of damage, like 15, 20 points, you're not doing enough. And you can easily win this battle just by attrition, but the problem is, of course, your character's gonna run out of SP and the battle will just continuously, you know, extend forever. And that wing flap, I know it's only doing like 50 points of damage, but if you're a lower level, it can do a lot more. This is one of the reasons why I feel like it's okay to spend a little bit of time grinding if you didn't do so previously. And as you can kind of tell, we're not using our ultimate persona all that much, so it's really not necessary for this battle. The ultimate persona are great for the battles prior to this battle, but not so much this battle. Are you gonna do it at any point in time? There's wing flap. And another charm on Maki, of course. It's not what I'm looking for. We're probably almost there, actually. There it is, Butterfly Storm. So that honed twice in a row. No, goodbye. Half of my characters. That Butterfly Storm, oof, that, oh my gosh, I can't believe that even happened. So that attack is not friendly. I'm gonna move Maki back a little bit, I think. I don't know, because I want to keep her alive. So it can get random effects on you, and that really hurts. And you can see it does lots of damage as well. The fact that she used it back to back, that's why I got completely owned there. I can't even believe that she did that. And now that I moved Maki back, Maki can't hit her. So let's bring our entire party back and heal back up. Again, using ice attacks. But yeah, that Butterfly Storm can make this battle just extend because, yeah, it really, really hurts. For Maki here, I'm just gonna have her guard and just continue attacking and have Nanjo heal with that moderate HP recovery. We should be right about there, defeating her. Okay, she's gonna switch to her blue form. I think she just lowered our attack. Why not? I'm gonna have Maki use the fire attack, maybe get something in, but just have everybody else just attack. 183 points of damage isn't bad. Yeah, that low attack that we're doing is because she's guarding against it. Did she just heal? What the? No, that's not okay. Let's just go ahead and keep attacking. We should be, come on. We've been doing so much damage, just we have to be like right there. Go ahead and just keep Maki guarding and just keep pounding away with our weapons. I'm actually gonna be surprised if she doesn't use the butterfly storm again. That attack, she tends to use it quite a bit. I'm glad we were actually able to see it though. Kind of was starting to get a little worried there that she just wasn't gonna show it off. But yeah, if you have not leveled and you're doing like, you know, only just like damage like this, but on her pink-haired self, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna go all out with our attacks and not even worry about using any sort of magical attacks. She's just gonna keep using her wing flap. Miss! Mark, come on. Come on, man. What the hell was that? Gonna go ahead and have Maki heal the party, just so we can have Mark keep attacking. Main character is getting a little low on HP there. Of course she's gonna use wing flap. Twice in a row. That's why, actually, the butterfly storm is really why it's a good idea to have, I'm gonna go ahead and just use a rattle drink on the main character since he's running low on HP. But that's one reason why it's really good to have two characters that have healing possibility. There's another butterfly storm. Ooh! She got 2 frozens, a paralysis, and a mute. Didn't matter, we beat her. So next time, we're just gonna go ahead and see the end credits. So I will see you guys then.